Well, we've been talking about the temperatures every now and then lately because they've been so darn
Just
cold.
a little.
Sub-zero.
Yeah.
So Steve Spangler's with us, and we're talking about, we've seen some of these, throw steaming water in the air, it turns into snow, a lot of those other experiments.
Baloney.
So, but you have a very interesting bit of data you want to share with us about how these temperatures really affect us.
The last 3 days have been just a science fair project. So it's, everybody else is inside and I'm outside going, check this out, look at this. So let's, first of all, we talk about freezing pipes. And so people talk about, well, the pipes are going to freeze. Well, right now the plumbers in Denver are not busy, but they may be, but they're coming because when the water freezes, of course, you get those little cracks. I'll hold it right there so you can kind of see. You get a little crack that's there, but that's not the only thing that will happen. Sometimes you get a full explosion. So take a look at the video. Here's what we did is we submerged this pipe in water. So it's completely filled with water. Then, of course, I got to speed it up with liquid nitrogen because I don't have time to wait around for this kind of thing. So you put it in there, and then when it freezes, water expands. Watch the explosion. It took out a light in the studio. The explosion was there, and bam, when it goes. So that crack that you get, not only, it's just violent. So look at the pieces that you get.
That's an extreme example of what happens with your pipe.
Yeah, I don't know how extreme it can really be. I mean, take a look at this. Here is just the little crack that's there. So this is the kind of thing, imagine if this is filled with ice. When it thaws out over the next 3 days, that's when the water starts to leak. So you might be, so now is the time we have to be on the lookout.
So the damage happens in the freeze. It's the melt that starts the water coming
What's
out.
so amazing about water, nicely said. You could be a science guy. The water, unlike anything else, expands when it freezes instead of contracts. That's a big deal. So another phenomenon, you're up skiing, whatever, you go outside, there's a cooler that you forgot some water in. In these cold temperatures, you take the water out and it's a liquid like this until you hit it on the table and something happens. Take a look at this video right here. It's called instant freeze. Water can actually stay a liquid below 32 degrees. When you hit it, bam, it turns into a solid.
How and why?
The water, isn't that crazy? So you can sometimes just open up the water. You need to start the first crystal forming. Once the first crystal hits, then the whole thing will go. It's called a super chill or a super cooled water. This here started with an ice cube. You pour the water out and it freezes when it comes out. So water can actually be, it's a great trivia question, water can actually be in the liquid phase under 32 degrees. Those molecules have not arranged themselves just yet, but just hitting it on the table is enough you need for opening up. It wants to freeze, and when it does, in your hands, you look at it, you go, what just happened? It'll freeze solid, which is just fantastic. Now, last thing, which I think, and here's what you need to do. With that one there, you need to get the water to about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you put it in a cooler and set it outside on these cool nights, sometimes you can get it to that point where it'll do it. And some water doesn't work well. If there's particulates in the water, you can't just take faucet water and do it. You need to do bottled water that's kind of pure. So it's a nice little fun science fair experiment. The last thing is this. Anchors and news people all over the country are looking for things to do out with these live shots. So the most popular is they take boiling water and they put it in a cup and they throw it up in the air and magically it turns into a cloud. Well, number one, it doesn't turn into a cloud. Number two, what comes up comes down. And so if you really want to do the cloud trick, here's the way to do it in your backyard. You put it in an atomizer. So that's hot water that's in an atomizer. Look at the cloud that you get. So all you're doing is increasing that surface area. Look at that beautiful cloud. Anything worth doing, though, is worth overdoing, so that's why you take out the pressure washer. If you get the pressure washer and you hook it up to the hot water heater, this is the cloud we created in our backyard. So that's the neighbors are really angry about this. So it's like, why do you do this?
It seems like the scientists know what they're doing and the anchors are stupid.
No, it's not. It's just a fun thing to do. It's so much fun to be able to do. And of course, you don't have to take the pressure washer out, but it is kind of fun to see the stuff that just travels through the internet. Go ahead, ask me about tires. Ask me.
I have a question about tires, Steve. So many people do wake up on a super cold day like this and their tire light goes on or their tires are saying, we need air.
Do not put air in it when it's cold like this because, again, when the air gets cold, the molecules contract. You can overinflate the tires, and then when it warms up, now you have way too much in there.
So run them?
Run them a little bit and stop by your tire place and just say, now is a good time to put it in. One of the reasons they put nitrogen in tires is for this very reason. It reduces the amount of contraction and expansion. I wish I could tell you that worked now, but it's not. We've tried to do it live on the show before. It's so hard to do it live. It's just so much better to show you the boys at home doing it and screaming and yelling and thinking that's kind of fun.
It's always good to have you here and watch me fail.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, more cold weather. That's not a good thing.
We'll be right back.